So I decided to make a aquascape, kind of aquascape. It is still incomplete. I haven't added the rocks because I haven't bought them. But next week I will buy them and give it here. I have put the Amazon soil, which is the aqua soil, which is generally used for aquascaping, and some of the plants from my old aquarium to this aquarium. In my old aquarium, for some reason, the plant growth has stalled completely. I don't know why, what is happening. I've added some new plants here, but they are not in good conditions. So the only thing that is missing from my aquarium right now is a source of carbon dioxide, and that seems to be a major problem. And being a microbiology student myself, adding CO2 using a microbial process would be one of the easiest methods by not costing me a dime uh, to make a CO2 reservoir and provide it to the aquarium. So today I am going to try to build a DIY CO2 diffuser in the aquarium. Let's see what I'm using and whether this works out or not. I've been in this aquarium hobby for about more than 5 or 7 years, but you may think why I am so dumb that now I am trying to give CO2 to my tanks, because in between these 5 to 7 years I skipped a time period of 3 years without having any aquariums, or having aquarium which was kept and maintained by my father, and I didn't used to bother that much. But now that I have my own aquariums and I have grown up and I'm not a kid anymore and I understand things betterly, I'm trying to fix things up myself without. These are the basic things that I kind of bought, you can say, but these are, some of them are old and some of them are just things lying around in my house. I have a 1 liter Campa bottle with a cap. This is dry yeast, which we will activate for the process of fermentation using sugar water. I am going to give you the ratio later on. These are some Feviquicks which will be required for sealing the lid tightly, and this is an old air diffuser which was present in my home. And let's begin the process. For this process we will be needing about 200 to 250 grams of sugar, and let's measure it up. So let me turn on the device and tear the weight of the I will measure 250 grams and show you guys. Measured it up, and almost one small bowl is 100 grams. And as I am doing it for the first time, we will do 200 grams because I don't want the bottle to blow up due to the pressurized CO2 in it. So I will take two bowls of it and I will show you guys the total sugar. The bowl, and here it goes. So we have taken 200 grams of sugar, and I think that we will need almost 1/4 tablespoon or almost 10 grams of yeast to ferment it properly. I have made a small puncture, a hole, by melting the plastic, and almost accurate to the size of the pipe going through it, so it can easily pass through. And now we have to seal both the ends using the Feviquick, and we will use some cotton thread just to make it airtight. Okay, so as my pipe is very small, I am going to leave this much of space because I have to keep some left over so that it can go to the aquarium. And I'm going to put Feviquick here inside first, and then I will give it on the outside and use the cotton thread to seal it off. Bottle almost to the top, but I have left some space. Now we will take some ml of water for the dissolution of yeast, and the other will be used to make the sugar solution. Boiling up the distilled water, you can take filtered water too. It's almost same thing. I won't say it's same, but it will work out. And with this, I will take 20 to 30 ml of it to make the yeast solution, to activate the yeast. For that, I will take half spoon of yeast and mix it with some lukewarm 20 to 30 ml water, and I will add some sugar to activate it faster and keep it for 10 to 15 minutes. And the rest of the water in here will be used to make the sugar solution. This is the amount of yeast I am using. This is probably 8 to 10 milligrams, and this is the amount of sugar. Remember, this is the sugar I have taken from the measured. This is probably again 20 grams of sugar, and I will add the yeast and some lukewarm water to this. For the ingredients, this is a sugar syrup where I will mix the yeast. This is the pot having the mean sugar syrup solution, which will go into the bottle. I have attached the pipe and the thread to it so that it becomes airtight, and I have sealed it up completely from inside and outside so that there is no way that air can pass through. I hope it's not air leaking. If it is air leaking, the whole experiment is busted. Let's see what happens. The yeast for activation for almost 5 minutes, and you will observe small bubbles will come up, and soon they will start fermenting the 20 ml solution. And once the bigger solution is cooled off, we will add it to the bottle, and then we will add the 20 ml yeast solution, mix it well, close the cap, and put it into the aquarium and wait for the results. I have added the syrup solution to the camphor bottle, and now I will add the yeast, activated yeast to the solution. I have mixed the yeast to the solution of the sugar, and we will just cap the bottle up quickly. Let me just do it and record it next. I have capped up the bottle, and the only thing left is to keep the air vent into the aquarium and wait for some hours for the fermentation process to start, and hopefully we will see CO2 bubbles in the aquarium. The setup right now, I have put it into the aquarium, and let's see. I hopefully after 1 to 2 hours we will see bubbles coming up, or if it isn't, then there is probably some leakage, and I hope it is not that. So after almost 2.5 hours, there are some bubbles coming out, and let's see after some more hours how efficient it becomes. So this is the result after almost more than 8 hours. I know it is not picture perfect, and I'm kinda afraid that the pressure will build up and the bottle may explode, but I will look after it so that nothing goes wrong, and after some time hopefully the amount that of CO2 that is being released will increase. I will update you guys if it increases.